Good morning, everyone. Another video, but a little bit of a contrast to that Deca one. Let's have a look at our sublet building, that condo there behind us, or apartment behind us. We sublet that whole top floor. If you want to look at getting into the sublet business, let me know. I'll let you know some of the ins and outs of, because a lot of these Philippine owners, they do not want to sublet. They don't like the idea that you're making money off of their money. But this one here, this guy is good because we pay the bills 100% on time, if not a little bit early. John's got a place in here now, and he's liking that. And a little bit more room for him to do his marketplace buy and sell business. Just a reminder that John is not got any pension at all, so he is living here real time and having to make money here at the same time. I'm gonna swing you around here. The guy with the boko juice, sorry, the coconut, where he'll give you the coconut water. You hear him all the time. There's a guy that goes down here, Pak Wan, and he's the watermelon guy, and then you get the other guy and he's going, every one of them has got sort of a shtick that they do to try and call you out. Of course, ISDA is pretty popular in the countryside, not so much in the city itself. Anyway, so let's have a look here. The road is quite a bit different than in Deca. It's a residential community. Finding an area for you to live, though, can be daunting. Lynn and I have rented a number of different places here, and the streets can be quite different as you go down them. They all look the same, but they all have different noises and all of that type of thing. And when John locked in on this street here, once he found out how good it was, there was no way he was ever going to leave, and built quite a good rapport with the owner of the building there. So, but this gives you a little bit of an idea as to the rental areas. Now, we did look at one building. Let the motorcycle go by. We did look at one building, wonderful unit and everything. Went by there at night, asked to go upstairs, but you could hear every little bit of noise that was coming off of MacArthur. And what a difference one block makes when it comes to being close to a major road like that. Most cities, of course, are cities. Angeles is, I think Greater Angeles, including San Fernando, is around 1 million people. It's a good sized city. Anyway, but easy to get trikes here. SM is easy walking distance from where we're at. We're at 7th Street and MacArthur, so if you're looking at the maps, we're near the park on the highway that used to take you out to the airport. It's a completely different route now. You go parallel to SM now and go out the backside and then enter the airport from the north end, which is quite a bit different than what it used to be. Kind of caught us off guard, actually. We didn't even know that they were going to proceed with that terminal. Oh, what else can I tell you today? We've been in Angeles, and yeah, let me give you an update on the foreigners. So what I'm seeing right now, a lot of 45, 55 range people here, Westerners and such. Not seeing anywhere near. As a matter of fact, I think we only saw one female here with a guy from a Western country. So, a stark contrast to what Cebu is, a little bit more modern. Okay, I'll use that word, modern. But again, we peeked down there, we looked at the walking street. It is nothing like what it used to be, guys. It's not what it was 10 years ago, that's for sure. That is for sure. More discos have gone in because the current wintering crowd that comes to Angeles wants to dance. They just want to dance. A lot of these electric type scooters here as well. Because again, everything is close by, and all you need is something like that to get around. I was a little bit surprised yesterday to see places like Chili's in the mall was almost completely vacant. But be aware of something, guys, when you come here, that when you go to a place like Chili's, you recognize the name, but it's not Chili's. Yes, it is the Chili's franchise, and yes, you do find the burgers and all of that sort of thing. It is a Chili's, but it doesn't operate like that. It operates Filipino style. So you have to know that everything here, that if you see a burger and fries on the menu and you say, could you substitute nacho chips instead? It's always an upcharge. You never get the fries. They never offset the cost. There is no substituting here. Everything is an upcharge. Now one thing about SM, massively expanded. They've even got a Tim Hortons in there. But in true Filipino fashion, there was not a single donut in the donut rack. They were doing what sells here, and that is the coffees and the drinks and the sugary drinks and that type of thing. So it was a little disappointing from that standpoint to see a Tim Hortons, which is known for its donuts. And you know, they got to compete with places like Krispy Kreme that are in the main part of the mall. Yeah. Anyway, there's also now a Subway in there, because the BPO industry, or the call center industry, is massive here in at the Clark SM, and so they put all of these restaurants. 99% of everything here is restaurants, and so that's what they've done, is that they've added more restaurants down there. So getting a little bit more variety, which is kind of nice. What else can we tell you here? This SM is starting ever so slowly to become a destination, and if you're an expat, 100% it's a destination location to meet up with other expats. Okay, there's a little taste of, you know, the building, and if we have a unit available, guys, and you want to avail of it, it's just a minimum 3-month stay. That's all it is. And but it's fully furnished. You don't have to worry about any of your furnishings or any of that kind of thing. And I can attest to it being, relative to other streets here, quite a quiet street, and well-behaved street as well, you know, from the standpoint of things that are going on. The barangay captain knows us. He quite often comes down here if he's got issues in the neighborhood, wondering if it's affecting us or not, and he'll come down and talk to John. So anyway, that's how it is, and that's the rapport that John has built in this neighborhood. So there we go. Okay, and a reminder that you know, John is living here real time, no pension, and is living on, it's had to take an uptick, a little bit over 40,000 pesos a month. One more little piece of noise that goes by, and that's the reality of the motorcycles. They do something to the mufflers to make them louder, because they don't sound like that out of the store. Later, Gators.